What is the wildest thing you did after your divorce? Now, BuzzFeed asked people who have been divorced this question. They got some really wacko answers. We didn't really get anything on text that I see yet, 37530. Only one person said, after my divorce, my ex and I ate at Applebee's. He paid. Then he dropped me off at work. He also had picked me up to go to the courthouse. That's kind of funny.
You both went to the... When I got
They
divorced,
went to the courthouse together,
me.
then they went to eat at Applebee's.
I got divorced on my birthday. My ex-wife and I both had the same birthday.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember why she didn't go.
You didn't go to the courthouse?
I did.
Okay.
I remember doing the radio show.
You did.
In Dallas. I was in Dallas. And then I went to Denton County Courthouse and got there with my lawyer and I signed the paper and it was done. My birthday. That's what I was like. I wanted to do it on that day. It was like...
But didn't she have to sign
birth.
it too?
I guess we already did. I think it was just for whatever they do.
I think they just need one partner in there.
Yeah,
when
we
I
used
got
the same
divorced.
lawyer too. Like I said, our whole divorce is $700.
Wow.
See, you were lucky.
No, really, I was poor.
No, I'm just saying you were
still
lucky
seems
that,
so
that it
expensive.
didn't get more complicated. Like,
But we had nothing. And we
You
were,
did have a child, though.
yeah, but we were cool with that. We're like, we just share them.
that's great.
I'm not.
I feel like they don't show that on TV. Like whenever you get divorced, I
show
didn't know
the
you
bad
had
stuff?
to go to. No, I didn't know you had to go to the courthouse. I just assumed it looks like you always go to a lawyer's office. You sign you sign it, and
Yeah.
they sign it in
And
you
they're
know
like,
the
okay,
conference
it's over.
room, and then it's over.
Here it took 3 months. Whenever we
so
filed.
everybody has to go to the courthouse to get divorced.
No, I mean,
No.
one of us did. I
Just
don't,
one of the two.
I don't know why. Unless
with
you're
my
contesting
divorce-
it, I guess, maybe.
You,
right?
like
Yeah.
one of you had to. You wouldn't just meet
In
at
my
your lawyer's
case,
office.
it was my ex-wife. She went to the courthouse. She said, "You don't have to worry." Ours dragged out for a year and a half. It was a long
Biting up the
divorce.
China.
And it wasn't really Michelle's. I mean, we're really
It
good
really
friends
seems
right
like it.
now. I mean, we're way better friends than we ever were spouses. And it wasn't her. It was her lawyer was just basically gouging her. Like every time she made a phone call, cha-ching, every time she
Email.
talked to her, an email, it was like 300, 500. It just added up. And it was really silly in the first place because when we were getting divorced, I said, I'm going to give you everything. And
Yeah.
I'm going to give you spousal support.
What's the craziest thing you
maximum
did
child
after
support.
divorce? Is there
Yeah.
something like on this list is like some stuff serious, but
people
went
are
to New Orleans,
People
you
are
can't talk
finally
about it.
texting.
Grow a mustache?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I see it.
No, I didn't grow a mustache, but
Yeah, what'd
I
you do?
think the
Buy
craziest thing
Corvette?
I did is look at you see how my finger is bent? And
oh yeah,
that was from putting my hand through a wall because her lawyer was so horrible and she just, she's basically blackmailing me.
and you were doing it from home. You weren't hitting her. You were just at home, man.
I was
Oh,
home.
my God, Eric.
I
No,
was
I mean,
home.
no,
Take it
lawyer-
down the road.
I was home
I mean,
alone.
I mean, like the lawyer's there by that. You hit by the wall. You see it in movies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
You don't
no.
really hit the person. You just hit the wall.
I mean, I was
This
home
could have been
alone.
your face.
And some of the unethical stuff she was doing, I couldn't believe this woman should have been disbarred, in my opinion. And that was the craziest thing I did. I was alone, and when it was done, I just, bam.
You didn't buy a sports car or anything. You didn't.
No, I didn't have a midlife
Got
crisis.
a mustache. Grew a
That's what I'm
mustache.
saying. The mustache like your dad
This
had.
texter said
Yeah,
that
my dad
after
did
her
have one.
divorce, she got a Brazilian butt lift.
Good for you.
Oh, nice.
Another person said she buried her wedding dress after her divorce.
Buried it?
Uh-huh. This texter says, after our divorce, my ex got married and divorced 3 more times in a 10-year period. That's crazy. 3 more times? Oh, Lord, have mercy.
3 times.
All right. Let's see. What's another one? I used my diamond ring to pay for the divorce, and then I pawned it.
Dang.
Oh, sorry. I guess I pawned it to
They
pay
pawned
for
it
the
to
divorce.
Yeah, pawned it
pay for
first.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
the
would
lady
you-
burned her wedding dress. She didn't bury it. She burned it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She burned it. Okay.
I'm looking at it too fast.
It's okay.
that would
Weird.
take a
Look how
lot.
fast
That
this
would
is
take a
moving.
lot. I'm going to dig a hole and
Yeah,
fill it up.
burning is much faster.
And more
Yeah.
enjoyable.
It is.
I would think.
burned some ex's stuff, and it was so much fun.
Felt good?
It did feel great.
But if you're a divorced woman, would you
I would
even
totally
want?
burn his stuff.
Would you even want to keep that diamond? Like,
Some people do.
I mean,
out of
maybe
spite.
I guess if you put it in a different kind of setting, wore it on a
Right.
different finger, or maybe a necklace or something. But it would be a reminder of something
Yeah.
that has passed.
Unless you
And
had kids together and you just save it for the kid.
I
Right.
guess.
Here's
But otherwise, it's like
here's the
bad
token
juju.
of our crappy marriage your dad and I had.
And
Here
by
you
the
go,
way,
kid.
they don't all have to be
gosh.
crappy. You can have a lot of love for a long time, and then all of a sudden it just falls apart at the end. And I don't
Well,
think it all
everything's-
has to be
How
bad
about
memory.
this texter? A year after our divorce, we got remarried.
Oh, wow.
my God.
No, if that was like you're my
Dang.
kid and
so how
did
much
that,
did you spend on all that?
how mad would you be if you're like the parents of that person? And
Well,
you
it
had
was
to hear
only
them
a
gripe
year,
and
so
cry.
it wasn't 20 years later like that one lady that called our
But it's
show.
still fresh. I'd be like, wait a minute. I sat here and listened to you tell stories for a
Yeah.
year about how bad this person is, and now you're going to be back with them.
Yeah. And you have to keep your mouth shut
Like,
about
is it-
it because
like
you can't say
boyfriends?
anything bad.
like when our kids start dating, Rula, and they break up, and you like hate that kid because you're going to take it harder than the kid.
Yes.
Like I never trust that. And then they get back together. How do you get?
That's why you
I
don't
do
say
not.
anything negative. Like when somebody has just broken up, it's in your best interest not to trash talk that other person because there's always the possibility that they're going to get back together. And then you remember, oh, really?
It's so awkward.
You said she's a what?
Here,
Slash someone's tires.
I saw that one. Slash
oh, my
the
God.
tires.
They slashed a tire?
All of them.
And this person said, well, this one I don't understand. The texter says he called me and said he knew it was me and then bought me a pizza the next day. What are you talking about? The tire slasher? Is that to be continued?
I didn't see that one. Hold on. I'll try and find it.
so many
here it
texts.
is, because they come in broken up. My sister and I slashed his tires because he lived next door to me. He called me and said he knew it was me and then bought me a pizza the next day. Oh, my God. That's so awkward.
I wouldn't eat that pizza.
No way.
Yeah. Okay, so
What do
how
you
about
put on
this?
it?
Oh, man, I didn't
on
think
Reddit,
Like in
that.
Cobra Kai with the laxative.
this person said, my ex-wife told me I could leave my stuff in our house while I found somewhere else to stay for the divorce. I assumed this was a goodwill effort to keep things as amicable as possible between us, but when I went to go get my stuff, she had burned it all. So that
Damn.
was rough. Another person said, after our divorce, like Eric mentioned this, kidnapped the kids during his weekend visit and moved to a small town the next state over. It took me 2 years to get them back.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
That's terrible.
And the last one is he called me and pretended like he'd been hit by a car while we were talking on the phone. He even tried to voice the crowd that had gathered around his body.
You busted them on your own, so pick up your phone. How'd you catch a cheater on the Rula and Ryan Show?
Yeah.
KRBE.
How do you catch that cheater? How did you catch your cheater?
didn't need
Unfortunately,
us.
your relationship fell apart because you caught your mate messing around behind your back, lying to you, straight up with somebody else. You didn't need Rule and Ryan's roses for that. So we open our lines to you at 833-390-KRBE. We've got Bianca and Aixa standing by, and they've got to run. So I wanted to make sure we got their calls before they ran off.
Saban's like, they're good. So he's like, I don't want to lose them.
Okay, so Bianca's going to go first. Hi, Bianca. Welcome to the Rule and Ryan Show. Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
All
How
right.
did you catch your cheater? First of all, was it your husband, your boyfriend?
Yeah, give us the background. Oh, it's Winter Twins.
So, my ex and I, we have actually started up messing around. I want to say we've been in our lives for maybe about 4 years.
Okay.
But living together, it was 2 years. We had 2 hiccups with his ex. And this last time, before the holidays, we took a break. He moved out. And
Wow, taking a break and moving out, that's a big one.
Yeah, that's a big break.
You didn't just, we're taking a break, but also I have to get movers. That's like a
gotta
breakup.
take all your stuff.
we spent the holidays together. I have 2 daughters, and they're very fond of him. They're super close to him. But during the break, you just feel like when things are just not
Right.
the same, you feel like
Right.
you're just, that person is just half in, half there.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know what? I was like, maybe this is just part of what taking a break is. Because to be honest, this is my first time actually going through this. So I was like, you know what? Let's take a break. Let's not talk for a couple days. Let's take a break for a couple weeks. Just live your life. I'll live my life. And when we see each other, we'll see each other.
And
but
what did you find
no,
out?
I want to talk to you. I want to see you. I want to spend time with you. Whatever. Actions speak louder than words.
Okay.
Right? So him saying I want to see you, I want to spend time with you, but literally never making the time or always making up an excuse.
So you knew something's up.
So
Yeah, what did you find out, Bianca?
Yeah, well, how'd you find it?
So actually, I found out this Saturday. He did say he was going to the Texans games with his best friend.
Okay.
And obviously, I was like, yeah, go for sure. I had already bought movie tickets because he said, buy movie tickets for $9:30. Fine. I buy movie tickets because we're going to the movies. We're going on a date. 7 o'clock-ish, I'm like, okay, I think the game is over. Why aren't you checking in?
Yeah, because that's when the game ended. It was around 7.
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
Then what happened?
8 o'clock, I text him again.
Mm-hmm.
So no response for an
9
hour.
o'clock, I text him again.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my God.
10 p.m. I call again.
Oh, wow.
Nothing. For 3 hours,
Nothing.
nothing.
And I was like, you know what? I have a gut feeling.
I'd be like, are you dead?
All right.
I have
happened
a
to you?
gut feeling.
That train
Did you
ran you
drive
over?
over to where he lives?
No. To his ex-girlfriend's house.
Whoa!
Celebrating her son's birthday. The
Oh.
son that she had after she left him.
Oh, so he's not the dad of this child.
He's not the dad of this
Okay.
child.
So he
So
didn't
he
go to the
blows
game.
up a date with you to go to the ex's son's birthday, and he was he at the game or not? Good question, Eric. Did he actually go to the game, or was that a
No,
lie?
he never went to the game.
It was just
He ended
a
up
lie.
texting me like at midnight talking about, I'm so drunk. Like, you won't understand. Like, you won't believe me. I'm like,
no.
of course not.
What a
Of course
loser.
not. Like,
So
you
it's
didn't
dead in the
even
water
go
now.
to the game.
So Bianca, is
He's
it
like,
dead in the
you
water?
wouldn't understand.
Yeah, you're not going to take him back, are you?
Oh, yeah, of course not.
Good.
Of
Oh, I
course
thought you
not.
said, "Oh yeah, of course I am." I was like, wait, what?
No, you're done.
No,
done.
no.
Man.
Of course not.
Well, if anything, you can't take him back now that you put it on the Rule and Ryan show.
'Cause
Just
the
for
game-
principle alone.
Yeah,
Because
please
it was
don't.
so calculated. Think about it. He concocted a lie, an elaborate lie as to why he wouldn't be available. Oh, I'm at the Texans game.
So he was
When
there
he
from
knew all along that he
By
was going to be at his
2:30
ex's
till
house.
he's thinking, all right, 2:30 to 7, I'll be at her place, and then I'll go to see the
Yeah.
movie at 9:30. Plenty of time.
Yeah,
But then he
juggle them
ended
both.
up staying.
He got drunk, I guess.
Okay. All
Or
right.
maybe that's
How'd
not
you
even the
catch your
case.
cheater
Or he
on
just
his
stayed there
own
and helped
lies?
the
Yeah.
kid
I mean,
to
that
bed
was her
and-
instinct that drove her to the ex's place. That's
That's
'cause she would have
wild.
not
Yes.
known if she not drive to
Yes.
the ex's place. All right. Aixa is up next at 833-390-KRBE. People are telling us how they caught their mates cheating. For Bianca, it just happened on Saturday. Aixa, how long ago did this situation that you're telling us about happen to you? Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
This
Morning.
happened last year in June.
Okay.
Okay.
Boyfriend, husband, what's the background?
Boyfriend, we were together for about 10 years, though, so.
Oh, wow.
Oh, a long
Your
time.
companion.
Mm-hmm.
Your 10-year
My
companion.
boyfriend.
Yeah. Okay. So what happened?
Yeah, so I always, I always cook him breakfast, lunch, dinner. He had it all, and I would pack his lunch, or sometimes I'll take it to him to work, and sometimes I would like to surprise him, of course. And one day, I surprised him at work, and he was upset. Oh, I already got lunch, and why didn't you tell me? And why is it a surprise? Like, why would it be a problem for it to be a surprise,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm
Love
like, okay.
surprises.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay. Me, I've been through the cheating before, and I won't take you back for it. That's it. Once you cheat, I'm done. It's once a cheater, always a cheater.
So you felt
If
something
I
was
could-
happening here. You felt like,
When he wasn't happy that you surprised him at work, what was the
He
next
wasn't happy.
telltale
Not
sign?
Yeah.
happy. Okay.
Yes. So, of course, what I did is went to go get a rental. I got a rental, and I said, I know if I'm spending money, it's a gut feeling. I already know.
Why'd you get a rental?
A rental
because
of what?
I didn't want him to see me in my car.
yeah,
So
different
you
car.
got
rental
a rental
car.
car so you
Oh,
could spy on
man,
him
that
without
is-
being
You didn't borrow
spotted.
you didn't borrow. You went to like Enterprise and said, I need a car for 2 hours.
Okay.
to rent a car.
Damn.
You should have just went to
Okay.
Home Depot. They got like the
Yeah, the
truck you
trucks
can
for
try.
30 minutes?
Yeah, $19 for an hour.
We're going to
Okay,
U-Haul for
so
10
you get
bucks.
a rental car.
Alright.
You
Shoulda,
get a
woulda,
rental car and you
coulda.
take
She's
it
just-
where? You take it where do you
almost
drive that
got a
rental car?
U-Haul.
Oh, you rented a
Yes, I
U-Haul.
wanted to get it. I almost got a U-Haul.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
okay.
I was making a joke. I didn't-
Okay.
So you drive the rental car where? To like his work parking lot so he doesn't know your car, or where did you take that car?
Yeah, so I went across the street from his work parking lot, and I was crying on him. I was just watching, and I waited, and they came out together, and they were together, kissing, hugging. They were in love. It was crazy. He walked her to her car, or she. I'm sorry. He walked her to her car,
Mhm.
and that's when it all happened. I
Did
seen
you
it
let your
all,
presence be
recorded it.
known? Like when you saw them together, did you get out and say, excuse me?
Or I don't think
No.
that's the word she used.
Who's that bitch?
Taking off my earrings.
Yeah, how did you confront
Hold
him?
my earrings. I'm at the girl fight.
I didn't. I
What?
did not, because I already knew what I was going for. So I already expect. I got a rental.
Did you at least take a picture of him?
Yes, because he's going to deny
So he
Yeah.
it.
could show
I
you?
recorded them.
Oh, you
I
recorded them.
it. I
Okay.
took pictures. Yes, I did it. I took pictures.
So
recorded
how-
it. He lied about it.
How did you confront him?
Yeah, tell us about the reveal, the breakup.
I showed him, and I did tell him that I knew, and he still denied it.
Oh, God.
Even with the recording.
How can you deny
For real.
Now it looks like I'm not kissing her.
What an idiot. What an idiot.
He
So
denied.
he's cheating on you with one of his coworkers, all huggy, kissy feels in the parking lot. You've recorded it. You show it to him, and he says he didn't do that.
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
And later I find out there's way more than just one.
Well, thank God that you got away
wow.
from that bozo loser. So how long have you been married now?
It was June, so they got engaged at Christmas. Yeah, you're done with them, right? I hope
He's
you're.
still calling me that he misses me.
He
sure
missed you all
he
damn
does.
day.
Dude,
He's
no
missing the
fault.
girl that was letting him run around behind her back.
Yeah.
Forget him.
No.
Oh, man, Aik, so wow.
That was the best money you ever spent on a rental.
No
That was worth it.
kidding.
That was wild.
That guy's a bozo. Thank you so much for calling the show. And look at you. You've given people ideas now. Wait a second. I can rent a regular car or I can rent a Home Depot truck.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
You know,
Everyone
we
knows.
we have done Roses for so long, and Roses has evolved. The thing that we have seen happen on Roses so often is they get an air tag or some kind of tracking device, and they just put it on the car.
The air
and then
tags, you
they
gotta be
know.
careful because it tells you.
It has a beep.
Like when I put my luggage, it'll make a beep or it'll say you're leaving. Or
Yeah,
it'll
but
tell
if you put it on the
somebody's
outside of the
tracking
car,
it'll tell you if somebody.
It'll tell
and there's
you.
other brands
tell you.
besides Air.
By the way,
You know.
You go to
I
a
wanna-
spice shop, I assume maybe the spice shops would have that.
Go on Amazon.
Well,
There's
you don't
not
need
a
spy
million.
shops. When you got TikTok, Lisa's going to tell us a little story about how she caught her cheater
We
through
got-
TikTok.
For one more week.
Hi, Lisa. Good morning. I know it's the 19th.
Good morning,
Hi.
guys.
Good morning.
So we're asking the question, how'd you catch your cheater? How long ago was this relationship? The story you're about to tell us happened how long ago?
This was about almost 2 years ago.
Okay. So how did you catch him on TikTok? Through TikTok?
Okay, so I had suspicions. I honestly thought it was a completely different girl. I never knew it was his ex. So I was like, okay, because he was talking to this girl, and I was like, they were just friends, and he started being mean. You know how guys get when they start, cheating? It's like they hate you, so they start being mean.
I had
So
no idea.
he just started being weird. He had changed his password on his phone. I thought that was a little suspicious.
That's so
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay. So I had confronted him, and I was like, are you doing anything? And he was like, no, I'm not doing anything, this and that. So I had just school. So he took me to
Your phone
college
dropped
that
out.
night.
You had just what?
Finished school or
I just started school.
Oh,
Like,
just started
I had
school,
Just
okay.
got into college, yes. So he dropped me off, and he was like, I'm going to go hang out with my friend. And I was like, okay. So he had posted a picture of his friend on Instagram, but it was at a house. And he always said that his friend lived in a house. But his location said otherwise. His location said that he was at an apartment somewhere in Houston. And I was like, So I had asked him, I was like, who are you with? And he's at some park. First, he goes to Subway, right? Then he's at some park. And, I had a gut feeling, and I'm like,
Is he everywhere he visited?
you're at a park with a dude? Like, that's kind of weird.
With Subway?
So then,
with the subway that you went
Yeah.
with the dude
Yeah.
on the
Got a
park.
sandwich
then
when he
he
enjoys
was
the
like,
park.
Yeah.
Cookies. He's a baller.
So you're
Yeah,
tracking
so
where he's
then-
going, and he doesn't realize you can see his location.
Right.
Okay.
And
as he
calling
lies to
him,
you on the phone. Okay.
Right. So I'm like, hey, I got this paperwork in the car that I need for school. Can you go check? And I'm FaceTiming, trying to, play it off. And he would not answer it. And he was like, my phone's about to die, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, whatever.
According to
At
my
this
Lab
point, I'm
360,
like,
you
you're
have
a
65%
liar.
left on your battery.
Yep, yeah, like 360.
Live
I'll tell you.
360 tells you how much
It
your loved
tells
one's
you that.
battery has on their phone.
So they can't lie
No
and say,
way.
oh, my
He
phone's
said it was
dead.
like 10% or something like that. And I'm like, okay,
It
whatever.
even warns you when it gets
So
to
I'm like,
5%.
okay.
It goes wah 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 on your phone.
Right.
5% battery
To hear
life.
So
your
I was like,
kids.
you still have a little bit of battery life left over. So then that happened. And then I said, you know what? Cut the crap and let me know what's going on. He's like, you're crazy. You're this. You're
of course.
no, whatever.
Deny,
You're crazy.
gaslight.
They start playing that blame game. So then I'm like, okay, well, snap me a picture of your friend that you're supposedly with.
Oh,
Snap
yeah.
won't lie because,
Uh-oh.
it's live. And he wouldn't. And he refused. And then he was like, well, come get me from school. And he's like, well, I got to take my friend home. I said, you got me, messed up. You're going to come get me because you're in my car. And
Oh, no.
So then he never, picked me up with his supposable friend. So, I'm over here looking up this girl. And then I had an idea of, let me look up his ex. So he had just recently got this new necklace when he hung out with his boys. That was his story.
Mm-hmm.
The guy's
And he
got
said
me a
that his
necklace.
friend. I'm sorry?
He bought himself some man jewelry, a necklace when he was hanging out with
He
his
was showing
guy
the
friends.
guys.
No,
Okay.
no,
And
no,
that's
no.
where he
was
told
saying
her-
that his friend, that his friend gave them all necklaces.
Wait,
They all got the same
dudes,
necklace.
whatever. Okay, let's get past
Guys
that.
don't give
Let's get past that, Ryan.
necklaces. Okay.
He got the jewelry necklace. That was his excuse. Where did it really come from?
So I'm scrolling through TikTok, and I'm like, okay, let me look up his ex. I look up his ex, and the same necklace is
Of
on
course.
this girl.
Of course.
God.
Yeah.
Matching
Yes.
necklaces.
Ah!
Yes.
So when did
He
you come
was
at him?
asleep. He was asleep, and I really wanted to grab a sock and put quarters in and hit him. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna catch my car.
Wait, can we hear that again? You wanted to grab a sock and fill it with quarters and hit him while he slept.
It's like a prison.
Because you were
I
so
would've-
mad
I
that you
would've
figured out the
died.
cheat.
I was
So how
so
did you
pissed.
confront him? Real quick,
But
just
it
run
was
out of time.
crazy.
How did you actually
He
tell him,
felt-
I saw this on TikTok, you big fat liar? How did you tell him?
Yeah.
So I was pacing back and forth, and I guess he felt it, and he woke up, and he's like, what's wrong, Lisa? I looked at him, and I was like, you liar. I was like, you said that I was crazy, and you were saying all these things, so I snatched the necklace off his neck.
Oh.
And he just was lost for words. He didn't know what to say, like, at all.
And did he ever
So,
say
yeah,
that?
Yeah,
that
they'll
was
never-
my story of
they're gonna
how
deny
I caught
it.
a cheater.
Whoa, Lisa.
104.1 KRBE.
If you know the 3-digit extension of the...
All right, let's hit it. Now time for Rule and Ryan's prank call.
All right, we all go nuts when we get all these telemarketers, all these solicitors. Drive us
I'm
nuts.
glad
all
my
the time.
phone says that now. Like,
Incoming spam.
yeah, spam risk.
Scam likely.
Yeah, all that
Scam
stuff.
likely. But Special K, you do something when you see those calls.
I have a recorder on my phone, and we've been doing this bit for a little while now where listeners will come up with a word, they'll request a word or a saying for me. They want me to repeat it. Every sentence that I say to the telemarketers, so I attempt that. So today's statement is, pal, right in the kisser.
And I got to figure if it's from
1:30.
If
We're
they're
at
from another
1:30.
It's only a minute
They're
and
from
a
another
half.
country. They probably don't understand what that means.
Right.
Yeah, because
There's no way they would know what that
cubicle
means.
farm halfway around the world.
I say you get it 5 times.
I'm gonna go.
Ryan.
I'm gonna go 7.
It's only a minute 30.
Five.
So.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 8.
Wow, you guys are high.
Your price is writing me.
Yeah, yeah.
I was regretting saying I should have said 3. Wow, you guys are going higher. All right.
You're all going over.
He
we
wants to sell me on Medicare Part B or C or what? I don't know why. they're always
Medicare, was he?
coming,
Medicare
Medicare
like-
beards? What's that?
coming after me.
So he thinks you're a senior citizen.
They always do.
Okay.
Let's go with this on the Rule and Ryan show. It's a telemarketer turnaround.
So, well, I have your information in front of me, but to check that which type of testing strips are you eligible for, and also check that your Medicare Part B is active or not. So you may have your Medicare ID number.
Yeah. It's 420.
What is it?
Al, right in the kisser.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 37.
Okay.
46.
Mm-hmm. 3746. It's your Medicare ID number.
Yeah. Pal, right in the kisser.
Okay, and it's red, white, and blue card. Your Medicare ID number is incorrect. So if you don't mind, can you take your?
Oh. This is my Costco card.
I need your Medicare ID number.
Pal, right in the kisser. All right. Let me get that for you. Okay, go ahead.
Take your time.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. So I need your Medicare ID number to check that your Medicare Part B is active or not.
Oh, okay. Pal, right in the kisser. Where did I leave that? Sir?
Yes.
Sir. Okay, just making sure you're
Yes.
there. Pal, right in the kisser. Question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you enjoying our conversation? I got the card. It says Valero. Pal, right in the kisser. Go ahead.
Oh,
man, you just missed
It was 6. Nobody has
6.
Nobody got 6.
We all got it wrong.
But I didn't go over, so I guess I win.